Attack on Titan, Volume 13. This is the start of the Uprising arc. Chapter 51, Squad Levi. This is the final couple pages of Chapter 50 I missed. Wall Maria, Shingashina District. The wall that was destroyed. Darn it. Now I've really done it. Cut your mirror. Ha ha, why'd I? Ymir, huh? Where did you come to our side? Well, must be because I'm an idiot. I'm here, so we'll have something. I'm here, so you'll have something to hand over. You guys can't go home empty-handed, right? Do you understand that there's no hope for you being rescued if we go home from here? If you're going to run, now's the time. What are you talking about, dummy? I'm tired out. I've just had enough. I'm done. Ymir, why did you rescue me? Huh? Maybe because I heard your voice. You hadn't come to destroy this wall. I would have been stuck in an endless nightmare. All I did was repay a debt. I'm the only one who knows about your situation too. I'm the same way. I was hopeless on my own. Thank you, Ymir. I'm sorry. It's fine. Being a goddess doesn't feel so bad either. Okay, now we're on 51. Hurry! Help the injured first! Is this really everyone? Where did the military police brigade go? Did we really lose more than half of them? Whoa! Got Krista, or Astoria. The girl's in bad shape too. Wait. Drink. You're okay. The Titans are gone now. Huh? Ugh. Whew. Ugh. They're going down. We got Armin. The 104 has got the devil's luck. I can't believe we got out of that alive. Gene. Not sure about the Titans we were up against, but... Huh? Now put her down slowly. Casa? Huh? You said she got shaken around on a horse for a while after her ribs were broken? We need to get her to the doctor fast. Aaron, it's okay. I'm sorry. No, that's not Mikasa. Commander! Can you hear me? Commander! He's about to pass out. Pick him up now! Jump. Commander! Yeah, he lost his arm. Rattle, rattle. Come on, Connie. You're almost there. Stand up. I can't believe it. I'm alive. Well, thanks to Aaron. Looking at the wounds. I've got taken again. How many people died because of me this time? Huh? When we left here, I think there were 100 of us, including military police. Well, it was probably too much for all those inexperienced MPS. I'm sorry. Most of them got eaten on the way. I don't remember the details after that. But I only saw 40 or so on the wall. So them, only about half, are up and walking. The Survey Corps lost most of its seasoned soldiers. I wonder what's going to happen from here on out. We didn't take any losses on the way back, though. The Titans ignored us, and kept heading for Reiner. The female Titan had the ability to get the Titans to attack her by screaming. But this time, something made them all go after the armored Titan, and the Titan that ate Hans. You did that, right, Aaron? Huh? Everything went crazy when that happened. I don't have any idea what. Are you saying Aaron manipulated those Titans? Well, I don't. Listen, Aaron. If you can really do that, is it true, Aaron? Huh? So that's why those Titans changed direction? If we had to fight those Titans, then we'd all be dead. Yeah. I know it's a tough spot to be in, Aaron, but in order to get you back, one of the commander's arms was eaten. Mikasa's ribs got smashed, and 60% of our soldiers died, including your friend Hans. Yeah, Hans died. Whether you're really worth paying that kind of price is something I still don't know. As to whether people who were killed to get you back died for nothing, that depends on you now, doesn't it? Huh. You just got preachy after you joined the Survey Corps, didn't you? Huh? Oh yeah. What about you? You just turned into an indecisive whiner. No, Gene, he's right. It really is creepy how it really is creepy how serious and responsible you got all of a sudden. You still look like a bad guy though. Hey, you guys, don't forget, I'm the one who swooped in and saved your precious Mikasa. Thanks, Gene. Twitch. Huh? Thanks to you. I don't think I have to hesitate anymore. You're absolutely right. I just have to do this. I'll control the Titans, and I'll seal the hole in Wall Maria. I'm going to catch Reiner and Berthold and make them pay. I'll make sure the deaths of Hans and everyone else really do help humanity keep surviving. That's how I should repay them. Huh? Wait. Krista, no. My name is the story. Aaron. Let's hurry. To the other side of the wall. You shouldn't stand up yet. Crap. Don't worry about me. We have to get Ymir back. If we don't soon, she's gonna go away. She's gonna go far away. You're strong, aren't you, Aaron? Hey, wait. Use your Titan powers to do something. Huh? Calm down, recruit. You're completely exhausted. Huh? Even after we were taken by Reiner and Berthold, Ymir was worried about you. It seemed like all she could think about was you, and how you survived this. But there's one thing I don't get. In the end, she went with them. Of her own free will, right? Yeah. I couldn't believe she ran off to save those two. She was a mystery to us up until the very end. I can't stand it. Why? She chose them over me. She said we live for our own sake together, but now she's left me behind. Traitor! I'll never forgive her. Krista, what's wrong? This isn't like you. Ha ha ha. Krista, I'm done being Krista. She's gone now. She was a role they gave me in order to keep me alive. Yeah, a girl from a book I read as a child. Huh? I think. Oh, Titans? The inhabitants of Wall Rose did it as they were taught in drills preparing them for a second wall breach. They evacuated to the old underground city inside Walshina. She was as was predicted. The food supplies that were meant to feed those still remaining, over half of humanity, wouldn't last more than a week. In other words, if Wall Rosie was actually breached, humanity would enjoy only 1 week of peace. If they were forced past that, the people would have to choose: starve and die, or still and live. Surrender everything, or throw it all away. Confirmation that Wall Rosie was still intact came 1 week after the crisis began. They're going around the wall. Oh God, fix this. Or It'd be more accurate to say that we had no choice but to insist that Wall Rosie was safe. After that week, the evacuees were now returned to their homes. Thankfully, that was the only case where we had to use military force during this chaotic situation. When we evicted the squatters who had been living in the underground city, some of them clashed with the military police. There were no deaths, but it left a big impression on the people living inside all the walls. For a moment, they saw what would happen if the pod boiled over. Everyone got a first-hand reminder. If Wall Rosie really falls, they'll have 1 week. They'll have 1 week to respite before men began killing each other again. 1 week of respite. Respite. It's probably respite. I'm sorry, Aaron. I know you only just recovered enough to talk to us, but I understand if you'd rather go back to sleep than hear what we have to say. No, I'm tired of sleeping. Please continue. It's too bad about your right arm. How many hundreds of men do you think I've sent out to be eaten by Titans? One arm isn't nearly enough to make up for that. I hope I'll be able to pay back the rest when I end up in hell. Sounds good. Mind if I come visit when we both make it down there? What's wrong, old man? Give up. Maybe you need another drink. Huh? Hey, it's the perfect time for a drink. Sadly, this one's taking it all away from me. Of course. She says she won't change my diaper like a good mother should. Ha. I see you have an excellent aide by your side. Knock knock. It's Hanji. Come in. Good to see you awake, sir. We got Connie. So you're here all along, Commander Pixis. Perfect timing. I'm here to report on the recent incident. This is Connie Springer of the 104th Survey Corps, sir. He's from the village I mentioned, Ragako. Since he was there to witness the incident, I had him accompany my squad. Connie, good work. Thank you, sir. Let me explain. The town was full of evidence that supports the theory we have about where the Titans came from this time. The buildings in the village all appear to have been blown apart from the inside. So force came out. Yet despite all of this destruction, we couldn't find a single bloodstain. Most importantly, we have yet to locate a single resident from Rokako, and the total number of Titans discovered and defeated was the same as the number of individuals who lived there. We believe it is highly likely that the Titans that appeared inside the wall were really the residents of Ragaku village. Here it is. This is a portrait of my parents. I see. So this is your mother. They tied her down. Incredible. This Titan, it spoke to me. It said, "Welcome home." What? When I told everyone what I heard, Reiner desperately tried to convince me that I was crazy. Actually, Ymir did too. So that's what it was. Both of them knew. They knew what had happened, and they tricked everyone so we wouldn't figure it out. I had found a clue. So those two. Darn it. Huh? Remove all the stakes you put into his body. Alright. Isn't it best to be sure? It's fine. All you need is to tie it down with rope. Connie? Thanks. You have this back. Thank you. So, all I have left is this picture. And my mom. Who did this? If I find out who did this to us, I won't let them get away with it. It's the Beast Titan. This is just incredible. So you're saying that the Titans are actually humans? they're all just shocked. We don't have any solid proof that all the Titans are this way. But if they are, I have a hunch about what's really inside the Titans' weak spot. Even if two Titans vary widely in size, the weak spot is always the same. 1 meter long, 10 centimeters wide. If you match those proportions up with the typical human body, the brainstem, you get the spinal column leading out of the brain. A Titan can't regenerate and ceases to function if we cut this area. Probably because these organs are independent from the rest of the Titan's body. You always slice up the necks of all the Titans you capture alive. But you've never seen anything like that, have you? True. I've never seen anything that looks particularly human. Their naves close up immediately. If you do something like cut through them with a single blade. So I can't imagine that a human brain could stay intact in there. Yet there has to be something in there the size of a brain, and spinal column. Perhaps it's synthesized into the Titan's body, and hard to make out. But I don't understand what you're getting at, Four Eyes. So what? The flesh I've devoted my life to slicing out is actually part of a human being? And he's feeling sick. I've been flying around killing humans this whole time? Is that what you're saying? I told you, there's no solid proof. But if it is true, I wonder, could the difference between regular Titans and Titans like Eren be that their bodies aren't completely absorbed? Hey, Erwin. He's smiling. The heck are you smiling about, huh? Oh, it's nothing. You're gonna make me sick. I've been told that since I was a child. Is that the real reason you're in the Severe Corps? Or Severe Corps? Huh? Ease off, Levi. My arm was eaten. I'm physically and emotionally exhausted. Do you have some pity on me? Well, you are pitiful. By the way, where are Eren and Astoria Reese right now? We made progress there too. For now, the two are being hidden in a safe location. We're keeping it quiet until things settle down. We can't be rash. It's like a stirred up nest of hornets out there. Now isn't the time to spread around the theory we just heard about the Titans either. Yes, we can't afford to make any more mistakes. If we look into Krista, we should be able to get on the trail of an organization that knows even more about the Titans than we do. Meanwhile, if we can deploy Eren's power, we can take back the walls. Those two are our most valuable assets right now. Where are they? Your arm was eaten, and you're physically and emotionally exhausted. I felt bad for you, so I went ahead and made some decisions. That includes the new members of my squad. What Eren needs is to be pushed into total desperation. In a farmhouse. We finally made it. I don't care why. We're too far from civilization. Here, Sasha. This one's for you. What is this? It's heavy. Probably food. It's full of potatoes. They're your buddies, right? What could you be talking about? I've forgotten all about it. Don't worry. I'm sure anyone else in the 104th could remind you. Because she's trying to give half of it to, what's his name? The guy who was teaching him. Still, everything has become so expensive. If we lose these food supplies, we're going to starve to death. That's right. Sasha, just try to sneak some food out. Captain Levi will slice you into nice, bite-sized pieces. Well, I wouldn't. Probably. Huh? Did I just hear you say something else? We don't need to depend on all these groceries. We can still hunt in these. We can still hunt in these mountains. We can't, Sasha. Or we can't, Sasha. Even this far out, hunting's still prohibited. If people find us and start talking, what's the point of hiding out here in the first place? Okay, I understand. I won't. Probably. I heard that, Potato Girl. Guys, don't you brush off all the dirt and dust on you before? Did you brush off all the dirt and dust on you before coming in here? What? Of course we didn't. Just look at all that stuff we're carrying. It's pretty obvious we couldn't. Become like Levi. Do you still not get it? Do you think Captain Levi will be satisfied with soldiers who act like that? This morning too? If I hadn't made your bed, then shut up. Are you my mom or something? We're back. Oh my gosh, were you cutting wood? I don't want to go soft. You're not a wild animal. You shouldn't be moving it. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. Says she's already healed. In fact, she was doing sit-ups. You were peeping on her? What? You know, it kind of feels like we're recruits again. Yeah, but protecting Aaron and Astoria is a major assignment. I know we lost a lot of seasoned soldiers, but there has to be units more experienced and talented than us available. Why were we chosen for Squad Levi? Because we really are that great. Sasha saying that? Sasha, what did you just put in your bag? Definitely not a piece of bread. Okay. We gotta finish cleaning before the captain and Connie come back. Wait, remembering. Huh. They're all gone. Squad Levi's gone. Oh, this is new Squad Levi. Sucks. Chapter 52. Krista Lenz. Sweep. You should have had plenty of time. Aaron's like, ugh. Well, never mind that. We'll talk about your lax cleaning job later. Right now, we need to get organized and plan our next move. Of course. While much has happened recently, our original goal is still the same. That is, to close the hole in Wall Maria. As long as we can do that, most of the details don't matter. Whether it's the people next to us turned into Titans, huh? A hair-covered Titan tossing boulders at us, huh? Or a handful of Titans popping up inside the walls. Hey Armin, you said if things went well, we could plug up the wall fast. Explain that again. Yes, sir. My idea was to have Aaron transform into a Titan, then use his abilities to seal a wall. The wall seems made out of hardened Titan's body. So if he can create enough matter on the spot to plug the hole, then that's even possible, of course. There'd be no need for wagons to carry large amounts of material, like in the original plan. We could also choose a cloudy night, when the Titans would be less active, to head to the wall. If it's just us and horses, We should be able to travel. We should be able to travel on the. We should be able to travel the road from Trost District to Shingashinga District in one night. Under these ideal conditions, the mission to recapture Wall Maria would take less than 24 hours. Huh? But now that I'm talking about it again, it does sound like a pie in the sky dream. The pie in the sky. Whether that dream can be made real depends on this guy. Huh? Yes, I understand that. Hear that, Hanji? He's for it. And you're the one who chooses where experiment will take place. Yes, of course. It's my duty. As long as I'm alive. The garrison is fully mobilized and patrolling the wall. That requires an incredible amount of labor and manpower. Patrols in the walled cities have become so infrequent. They can't even maintain order. This situation will only compound the chaos in the cities. We have to recapture Wall Maria. I'm even more convinced than before. I want everyone to feel safe again soon. I want this to be a world where people can live without fighting each other. That's why. I want to test out Aaron's powers as soon as possible. This time, we'll experiment without fear to find out more about his hardening ability and everything else. The idea that I may have manipulated science is an amazing possibility. If Aaron can really do that, it could very well turn our situation completely around. That's why. We can't sit around and waste time. We have to hurry and take action. But I still want Aaron to lay low for the time being. What? But why? I mean, the situation seems to be even more complicated than we thought. Huh? From the moment we came here, it looked like you've been on edge, like you're holding in a poop. You've still got that look on your face. Huh? So why do you need to keep it inside? Tell me, Hanji. Mr. Nick is dead. Huh? What? Somebody killed Nick? Mr. Nick was found dead this morning, inside the Trost District barracks. I don't know the cause of death, but I know he was murdered. Found dead? How? How did they find this location? We don't know yet. MPS are investigating right now. Step. Hey. Just dead. Hey. You'll contaminate the crime scene, weirdo. Don't come in closer. Pulling out his blade. Let me in. He's my friend. No. This is our job. Closing the door. His belongings were stolen. This was a robbery murder. As you know, we've recently seen a lot of these kinds of cases. Could be copycat. There's no way. Why would a robber bother to break into a military barracks? What's that? Do you look at his fingers? Why were his nails torn off? His face looked like it. His face looked like it had been. His face looked like it had been beaten repeatedly. What was the method of entry? And what about the cause of death? And the murder and the murder weapon? Huh? What's your posting? 4th Squad? Grab. 4th Squad leader Hanji Zoe. And 4th Squad Zayo Moblet Burner. Our organization precious little titles don't impress me. Or your organization precious little titles don't impress me. Survey Corps. Don't you have your own jobs to do, huh? When you're not outside the walls, reducing the surplus population, shouldn't you be planning your next suicide mission? In fact, why don't you just live outside the wall? You'd eat less of our taxes that way. You get me? A Titan didn't kill this human. Another human did. We've been working scenes like this for decades. How many times have you investigated a crime scene and tracked down a criminal? Huh? 0, right? Then shut up and stay out of the way, or stay out of my way. Waste your time counting Titans instead. Shit's brutal. Oh jeez. Looks like we scared you stiff. Hello in there. You feeling okay? Military police brigade military police brigade interior first squad. Huh? Why would MPS from the royal capital come all the way south to Trost district? I thought these two looked strangely old. So they're not the local MPS. Does that seem strange to you? At a time like this, when we're short on soldiers and public order is deteriorating, frontline towns like this one, need goodmen most. Unlike you washouts, any soldier worth the darn is busy right now. Oh, okay, so that's how it is. Maybe it's because I'm just a useless grunt, but meeting an important soldier like you shocked me. Please, let me shake your hand. I see. So it was a robbery. Poor Nick. He must have been scared. He didn't have anything worth stealing though. It's not that strange if you think about the victim's social status. The Wallace make their holy objects out of iron. Everyone knows they're worth a lot. What? Nick had something to do with the Church of the Walls? She's like being ignorant. What do you mean? It was the Survey Corps that put Mr. Nick in their barracks, wasn't it? Yes. I was the one who invited him here. He was a personal friend of mine. He had no place to live after recent turmoil. I know you shouldn't use the barracks for personal reasons, but I made arrangements so that he could live in this room until he found a new place to stay. But as far as I knew, he was just a chair maker. That cave looked like R. At least, that's what I wrote on the application form when I requested permission to use this room. He fled completely empty-handed. At the very least, he wasn't carrying clothes or sacred objects related to the Wallace when he arrived here. I never heard Nick say anything about the Wallace. Most of all, Nick couldn't even leave this room because of the shock he suffered when the Titans ran him down. No one here should have known anything about him. What are you? But I guess I just didn't know I guess I just didn't know everything about Nick. Huh? Hey, let go. Oh, I'm sorry. I started squeezing without realizing it. In any case, good luck with your investigation. When you find the robber, give that cowardly guy a message. You may have had some sort of just cause in mind when you did this, but maybe you think you're not guilty because you were just following orders, or perhaps that made you think there was nothing you could have done. But I don't give a darn about any of that. I swear, the filth that did this will feel every bit of pain that they inflicted on my friend and more. Oh, I feel sorry for them already. You tell the robber that. Excuse me? Squad leader. Is he really? Yeah. Dejel, Sanas, military police brigade, interior first squad. The skin on his fist has been stripped off. Nick was tortured by the interior first squad of the military police. Oh, then killed. I had thought that the church would try to get their hands on Nick he was helping the Survey Corps. That's why I hid his identity and put him in the barracks, but I never imagined they'd use soldiers to kill him. I was naive. It's my fault that Nick was killed. Oh. Torture. So the MPS tortured Mr. Nick to find out how much he told us? Probably. They'd want to know the connection between the Reese family and the church had gotten out. And they want to know where Aaron and his story are. Huh? Of course. We have shared this information with Commander Irwin, Commander Pixis, and the entire Survey Corps. So now the tables have turned on the interior MPS. We're watching them. So they shouldn't be able to do anything too extreme. Still, they changed their methods. There are plenty of ways they could find us. We don't know who is a friend and who is an enemy right now. Even coming here today, we split into two groups and assigned shadows to look for anyone telling us. Though I don't believe this location is compromised yet. And so, that's why you want to hold off on experimenting with Aaron, Hanji. Yeah. From the time Aaron's Titan powers were revealed, someone from the interior has been trying desperately to get their hands on him. But since the recent turmoil, the level of pressure has clearly changed. They're trampling through territory they used to see as off limits. They may have already split the military into two factions. Everything inside of the wall has become unstable too. If you think about this calmly, it becomes clear that outside enemies like Reiner and Berholt had allies on the inside the whole time. What? In other words, what we need to be worried about is being fatally stabbed in the back while our attention is diverted outside the walls. So, you're saying we should just sit here and have tea parties instead? There's still a lot we can do inside, like knitting. Please, just for now. Just for now? No, it's the opposite. Do you think these people are going to give up that quickly? They'll find us here eventually. If we do nothing but run, then all we can do is get caught. Hanji, you're normally clear-headed, but right now, you feel responsible for Nick being killed, and that's made you timid. How many Nick's fingernails were torn off? Huh? You saw him, didn't you? How many? I don't know. I only saw him for a moment, but all the ones I could see were torn off. Huh? If you're going to talk, you talk after one. If you're not going to talk, it doesn't matter how many of your nails they rip off. Well, I do think that Minister Nick was an idiot. It looks like he held on to his faith to the end. Huh? My God. If there's a strong chance that Nick didn't talk, then it's possible that our someone in the interior hasn't noticed that the Survey Corps is watching the Reese family. Anyway, the way I see it, there's two paths we can go down. We go outside before we're stabbed in the back, or we exterminate our would-be killers first. Which do you choose, Hanji? Go before we're stabbed. Both. We'll do both at the same time. Huh? Huh? I guess that's exactly what Irwin would say. And Shin's outside with Sasha. To be honest, I feel like I don't understand half of what's going on. What? Really? Basically, we're gonna run experiments as quickly as we can. Meanwhile, we'll crush anyone who's in our way. If you want more details, well, let's get Armin to explain later. Yeah, personally, I just want to kill the Beast Titan. I just want to kill that Beast Titan. Ymir said that it was the apes that turned my whole village into Titans, right? Yeah. And what about Ymir? She made fun of me when she knew exactly what was going on. I never imagined she could be so cruel. No. Oh. Story. When Ymir did that, it was because she thought it would. It was because she thought it would hurt. It would hurt if you learned the truth about your village. She was doing her best to distract you, huh? She wouldn't do something like that, right? I know her. She's been like this ever since we returned. Back then, the first night we spent here. I guess that was the only time she really talked to us. And ever since the story told us about her upbringing. I was born on a small farm in the north part of Walsina. Huh? It was a farm. On land controlled by the noble Reese family. As far back as I can remember, I was always helping out on the farm. My mother was always reading books. I never saw her doing housework, but she was a beautiful woman. When night came, she would dress up in showy clothes, and someone would come in a carriage to take her to town. She seemed to have some other source of income besides the family business. That was just normal life for me. But then I learned to read and write. When I started to imitate my mother by reading books, I learned that I was very much alone. Aww. In all the books I read, mothers showed interest in their children. In my books, they would speak to them, hold them, scold them. I had never experienced any of those things. My grandparents would speak to me when they taught me how to work, but I had never spoken to my mother. I also noticed that the other children could walk around freely, and that they'd play with other kids their age. To me, other children were dangerous. They threw rocks at me. Needless to say, I never left the farm. One day, out of curiosity, I decided to try hugging my mother. I wanted to see what kind of face she would make. Mother! Oof. Ugh. She just throws her off. All she had done was toss me away. It was the first time my mother had ever done anything to me. That was enough to make me happy. If only I had the courage to kill this girl. Oh. Those were my mother's first words to me. After that, my mother left the house and started living somewhere else. Eventually, I realized my grandfather, my grandmother, the people who worked on the farm, the people who lived on the land, everyone. They would all be happier if I wasn't alive. What had I done? Why were things this way? There was no one I could ask. The farm was my whole world. The animals on the farm were my only friends. Most of my days were spent doing farm work, but the work helped me forget about my loneliness. And then, a few nights after that day, 5 years ago, when Wall Maria fell, I met my father for the first time. Hello, Astoria. My name is Rob Reese. I'm your father. The name the man gave was the name of the Lord who ruled that land. My mother, whom I haven't seen in years, was also there. But she seemed terrified. Astoria, you're going to live with me from now on. As soon as he said that, my father took me towards the carriage waiting outside. And then, ah! My mother shrieked, and I noticed that we were surrounded by men. My Lord Reese, we must ask you not to act rashly. Yeah? Are you feeling uneasy because Wall Maria has fallen? Mother, no! I'm not this child's mother. She has nothing to do with me. Ha! Is this true, Lord Reese? Are both this woman and this child unrelated to you? Huh. Sigh. Very well. Neither of them are related to me. Just as we thought, huh? Is he gonna break your leg? Or break your arm? What? What are you doing? Or what are you? You never existed. You never worked in the Lord's mansion. No one knows who you are. No. Master! But that isn't true. Mother! If only. If only you'd never been born. Just slashed her. Those were my mother's last words. Wait. Moments before I was going to be killed. Moments before I was going to be killed too. My father made a proposal. If I lived a quiet life somewhere far away, they let me go free. Your name is Krista Lenz. After that, I lived in a settlement for 2 years. Entered the training corps when I turned 12. Then met all of you. Wow. Chapter 53. Smoke signal. Aaron! Boom. What's wrong, Aaron? Finished already? Huh? Get up! Humanity's future is right on you. Stand! Hey, Four Eyes. Don't you think he looks different this time? Like, he's not even 10 meters tall. And he's missing some flesh. He's like in it. Also, Aaron's butt is hanging out. I know that. Aaron, do you think you can still move your tie-in? If so, give me some sort of signal. If you don't, we're digging you out there. Mikasa! Going in. Hey, that gloomy little brat is ignoring orders again. Should we punish her? No. He's not responding. We're done. Hot. Aaron, you're seriously hot right now. Wait, stop. Aaron's bleeding. Let me go. Let me do it. Wow, this is incredible. He's way more attached to it than he was earlier. Hanji! He's more fused. Yeah, he's more fused with the Titan's body, like they're becoming one. He might end up just turning into Titan if we left him like this. Would it be okay to try it out, or would that make me a bad person? Whoa, Moblet, look at this. Aaron's face is seriously messed. Oh, it's like scald. It's seriously messed up. Hurry! Get a sketch of this. Is he gonna get this old face? Is he gonna get his old face back? We'll need it for comparison later. Hurry, squad leader. Do you have any human compassion at all? Swoosh. Oh. Mikasa just ripping him out. Thud. Huh? Oh, sorry, I got carried away. Experiment complete. All troops, withdraw immediately. Oh. We're withdrawing. Search the perimeter. Make absolutely sure that there was no witnesses. So they failed after all. You get in the same carriage as Aaron. Yes, sir. Aaron, hold on. He's fine, I think. He'll be handsome as ever in no time, I think. Huh? We really can't do this quietly, can we? That telltale smoke goes up whenever he turns into a Titan, even deep in the mountains. We need to assume that they're watching us from somewhere. Yeah, they are. They see the stagecoach. Can't believe it. I slept for a whole day. I'm glad you're back to normal, huh? Mikasa probably won't slice me to shreds now. Huh? Anyway, do you remember the experiment we ran? No? I don't remember a single thing from the experiment. How did the hardening go? Unfortunately, We observed nothing. We observed nothing that like that phenomenon when you were when you were a Titan, huh? Nothing at all, really? No. We checked to see if anything was left. If anything was left of your Titan body after the experiment, but there was nothing. This is how the experiment went. You transformed into a Titan in order to harden your body and fill a giant cave that stood in for Wall Maria. But since nothing happened, we proceeded with our backup plan and ran endurance and intelligence tests. I remember how the plan went, but nothing about the results. Well, the first Titan was 15 meters class, the same class as the one you made appear in the past. We gave you simple orders at first, like to raise one foot and wave your arm, and wave your arms. To seem fully conscious, or you seemed fully conscious and followed any orders, no matter who gave them to you. We tried to have you speak, but it didn't work. It seems your mouth was not structured for speech. Next, we had you perform tasks using logs and rope. You were able to do fairly detailed jobs. You could probably build a castle as a Titan quite easily. But after an hour or so passed, we saw a change. It was when you were riding in the ground in order to communicate to us. You have been writing, "I don't know how to harden myself." Then all of a sudden you inexplicably wrote, "What my father did to me." What? After that, your writing became so jumbled that we couldn't read what you said. You looked like you were in pain. Do you remember anything about it all? I don't. After that, you ride the round for about 3 minutes. Then you exited your Titan, probably on your own choice. We could tell then that your memory was cloudy, and that you were only half conscious. After you rested for half an hour, you tried turning a Titan once more. You weren't able to harden yourself the second time either. You appeared as a 13-meter class Titan. Oh. We tried to run the earlier intelligence test again, but couldn't. It's like eating them now. None of our orders reached you, and you seemed to be incredibly hungry. You ate the house you built earlier. You ran wild for a little longer, then seemed to run out of energy as you turned back into a human. We had to help you get out of your Titan. You rested for another 30 minutes, then tried to turn a Titan for a third time. He's like just doing this out of habit. That time, your Titan was less than 10 meters tall. It was so incomplete that you couldn't stand on your own. It was even more fused with your body, and tearing you out was a lot of work. So at the very least, this means we won't be able to start immediately on the operation to retake Wall Maria. All because I couldn't harden my body. I couldn't harden my Titan body. That's exactly right. It was a real disappointment to us. And everyone's been miserable today because of it. We can't let any more time go to waste. What's the next? Titans might rise up out of the ground. Maybe they'll come raining down from the sky. And humanity's still a pack of toothless prey animals. In any case, we're in a bad situation. Eren did everything he could. I know that. But so what? Why does it matter that he tried his best? Right now, we can't close that hole. But blame Eren for that. Hold on. I'm just being an a-hole. I'm not blaming him. Go over our shortcomings and and complaining about our situation is an important ritual. Take a whiff. Inside these walls, the air's always stunk like trash. It's been that way for over 100 years. We've always lived in poop. That's our situation. I didn't notice it until just a few years ago. After all, I've sucked in the stink since the day I was born. I saw it as normal. But the air I breathed outside the walls was different. Yes, life out there is hell. But it's got something the walls don't. Freedom. Out there, I finally saw what I'd been missing. In other words, what Levi is trying to say is, we learned that you can't harden your Titan body, and that's a success. That's not all either. We also learned how long you can stay a Titan after multiple transformations, and we got a rough idea of your versatility and limitations. Everything that happened during this experiment gave us useful information. Cost is beyond. We'll probably have to pay the price for letting off that smoke signal. But our job now is to make the most of these results. In other words, let's keep fighting. Is what you meant, right, Levi? Yeah. Thanks for that. Huh, grip. Why was I the one given this role? At this rate, saving humanity, repaying Hans, and others. I won't be able to do it, but learn that fact might be the beginning of something new. For now, I'm ignorant and powerless. For now. But why did I think of my father doing the experiments? Would I have been able to control my Titan for longer if that hadn't happened? Father, where are you living right now? Or are you already? Huh? Astoria? No, that's not her. Is this a memory? When is it from? Ah, I can't, not again. Need more in. You're still weak. Don't push yourself. Ah, yeah, huh? What was I just thinking? As to where we go from here. Now that we know that you can't harden your Titan, our next step is clear. Isn't that Astoria's mom? Or his sister? It's like the previous Attack Titan. Or the previous, what is it called? The other Titan that I use. There's like 2 Titans. We'll go after the walls and everyone around them. They seem to know something about the origin of the wall, made out of hardened Titans. They might know how they were made, or in other words, something about Titan hardening. Also, now that Aaron's in the royal capital, he should know something about why the Reese family. He should know something about why the Reese family, and not the ruler of humanity, the king, are the ones allowed to learn those secrets. Matras, the royal capital. Huh? Is that a gang of child thieves? I didn't think the royal capital would be in such bad shape. It's the same everywhere. Even if you try to crack down, the holding cells are already overflowing. So what do you mean calling an MP like me off the job at a time like this? Can't even handle a royal summons on your own? I'm not in the mood for a chat about our days in the train corps. Cut me some slack now. I was sure you were going to die, and I was sure you were going to die a early death. Here I am already waiting for you in the afterlife. Is it because you still believe in those delusions you talked about as a kid? Yeah. And those delusions are turning to reality. Good for you. By the way now, Mr. Nick was tortured, then killed by the MP's interior first squad. Were you aware of that? Huh? No. I see. Seems they wanted to know Aaron's location. Why did the MPS want Aaron so badly? Why do the MPS want Aaron so badly that they're willing to kill for him? Or just following orders from above? We don't know the reasons. And while we're the face of the military police brigade, the interior MPS are on the other side. Our chain of command is different. We don't have any contact with them. Even we don't know what they're thinking. There's no one who exercises official control over them either. They have a free pass to do whatever they want. So you came here to have me tell you something you already knew. It won't make any difference if you twist my arm. What do you think? Huh? Will handing Aaron over to them end this crisis inside the walls? What do you think? It's not my place to think about that. All I do is carry out the job given to me. How's Marie doing? I heard her third one's on the way. Huh? Why don't you learn to focus a little? As I remember, you wanted to join the Survey Corps alongside me. But then you fell in love with a girl at our favorite bar, and chose to protect that one woman instead of joining the Corps. Yeah, that's right. I betrayed all of you, and shamelessly survived this time, and shamelessly survived to this day. But I don't regret it. I'm proud of the fact that I have a family. I respect that. The soldiers we trained with, who died before us, felt the same way. You were able to live in a way we could not. But just because you follow orders and protect your position doesn't necessarily mean you're protecting your family. Huh? Right now, our small world is changing. Hope or despair? Who makes that choice? Who will choose? And who will you trust? Aaron, what do you think you're doing? Huh? Or Erwin, what do you think you're doing? You know me. Yet another gamble. It's the only thing I'm good at. You just keep doing your job. I wanted to give you a warning, that's all. A warning. I'll leave you here. Oh. And one last thing. I was quite taken with Marie myself. Huh. You think I didn't know that? But you chose tie-ins over her, didn't you? More interested in tie-ins than Marie? There's something wrong with you. Sitting there alone. Looking at the Capitol. Huh? Everyone read it. Yes? Captain Levi, what is this? Instructions from Erwin. Do you trust him? Those dumb enough to say yes, come with me. You're going out. That was close. Oh. They found it? Oh, they're surrounded. What would have happened to us if we had stayed one more night in there? Captain, are those interior MPS? Beats me. I can't imagine they act directly all the way out here, but they didn't take me too seriously, They didn't take me too seriously either. Hurry to the rendezvous point. Good thing the moon's out tonight. Trust District. Oh, they're going to Trust. There's like a dog starting. Hey, aren't you Levi? It is. I've seen him before too. That's Levi, humanity's strongest soldier. Hey, he's small, huh? I've only seen him on a horse. You're in the way. Come on, Captain, hear us out. We humble folks just want to work with you. We lost out on a lot of work because of that evacuation plan you soldiers made all that noise about. It's not just us. People don't come to towns by the wall. like this one anymore because of all the uncertainty. Our income's gone. We can't eat. The garrison ran off somewhere, and crowds of thieves came in to take their place. But taxes are as high as ever. What are we supposed to do? Why things turn out like this? Why do Titans keep attacking? I think I know why. It's because you and the Survey Corps aren't working hard enough. Oh, I've always blamed myself if I don't make money in my business. I work and get nothing in return all the time. But it's not like that for you people, is it? You laze around, get nothing done, and you still get to eat, right? What are you doing, strolling through town like this? Going shopping? Eek. Oh. Out on a walk, woman in tow, all high and mighty. If you got any shame at all, just leave some money and go away. Start paying us for all the food the Surveyor Corps they earned. Hey, watch out, huh? Watch out for what? What's that? Humanity's strongest soldier? Crap. Oh. He's taking him down. There's a carriage coming. They're trying to run off. Oh, they're kidnapping him. Ah. Oh. I got Krista and Aaron, or Historia. Ah. Krista and Aaron. I mean. Oh. Armin? Oh, is Armin Krista? They've been kidnapped again. Huh? Hey, are you... They're just gone? She doesn't look anything like me. He doesn't look anything like me. With that horse face of his. Hope it'll be okay. What? Wait. Did Jean and... Wait. Did Jean and Armin go instead of Aaron and Krista? Or Historia? Doesn't look... her face like that. I hope it'll be okay. If they're found out too soon, they'll be in big trouble. Is he like filling her up? Or... So, how about it? Let me hear your voice. Come on. It's alright. I just want to hear that pretty voice of yours. What is with this dude? I thought I was done. I thought I was done being that guy's body double. And they're on top of the building. What's it look like inside? Ooh, Mikasa and Levi going in. They're about to get destroyed. They're gonna see through Armin's disguise if we don't hurry. I see. I feel bad for him too. How's your leg? It's moving pretty well. It's not bad. Oh. He twists his leg. Get hit? Chapter 54. Location of the counterattack. You're amazing, Historia. Look at how well you can read already. It's 'cause you taught me how to, sis. Oh, sister. Oh, that's right. I kind of know what's... I don't know. I kind of know what's happening, but I don't. Oh. You can't let your nose run like that. She makes her forget, that's right. You gotta act more ladylike, Historia. Okay, low. Whoa. Okay, good job. Sis, What's ladylike mean? Well, it means something like being a young lady, like this girl. You like her too, right? Yeah. Because she's a kind girl who's always thinking of others. You should grow up to be like her. This world is full of pain and suffering. That's why you should be someone everyone can love, who depends on others, and on whom others can depend. Okay. Then I want to grow up to be like you. Huh? When I grow up, do you think I can be like you? It's fine. Huh? Alright. Enough. Huh? Sorry, Astoria. Time's up already. I want you to forget about me again. Till the next time we meet. Huh? Boom. It's like, huh? Who was that girl? What? You forget, huh? What's wrong? Nothing. I was just sleeping. No, wait. I feel like I had an important dream. But I can't remember a thing about it. Yeah? Happened to me a lot too. It's already so late. The sun's about to set. I'd like to think that with Captain Levi, they'll get results, but are we really up against the Reeves company? Huh? Scratch his head. I'm sorry. I failed as Titan. I failed as a Titan. And that's why we got to waste all this time on tricks. Why are you apologizing to me? Huh? Ymir, you want to rescue her now, right? Rescue? I feel like it wouldn't be a rescue anymore. It's like you said back then. Ymir chose what life she would lead. I've got no right to interfere. She doesn't need me to. All I have now are some vague facts about my birth. And a huge role that I don't see myself remotely cut out for. So, what do you want to do? I don't know. Huh. I envy you, Aaron. No matter how hard it gets, you always know what you want. It's not just you. Everyone's that way. They all have something important enough to them that they risk their lives for it. Ymir saw the real me. The me that chose the survey corps. The me that even I didn't know about. But after Ymir disappeared, I stopped understanding who I am and what I want. You probably can't understand how that feels. No, I totally understand. We both live in this world. We both live in this absurd world. Where if we don't do something, we'll lose everything. We don't have time to feel we don't have time to feel conflicted. Right now, Armin's taken on a dangerous mission as your body double. Shouldn't we be more worried about him? Sorry, but to be honest, I don't see why. Krista probably would have been worried for everyone. Krista Lenz was a good girl. But Astoria's parents never loved her. Nobody did. Quite the opposite. No one wanted her to be born. Her story isn't even especially unusual. There are lots of kids like her in the underground. So everyone was disappointed, right? That the real me was this empty. That I'm nothing like the good girl Krista Lenz, right? Lenz was? No, that's not true. I don't know about the others, but I didn't really like the old you. Huh? I feel like you always had a forced expression on your face. It was unnatural. A little creepy, honestly. Huh? Oh. But there's something I like about you now. Huh? You're just normal. Just a normal girl who's absurdly honest. Absurdly honest. Yeah. You're sure that's Aaron and Krista, correct? Yes. Their features match. Do you see if the captives are wearing disguises? No, not yet. Do you want to mess up everything up again? You darn fool. I apologize. Hold up on your report. Honestly, this is our last chance. Huh? Where's the guard? Oh, they took him out. Come on. For a situation like this, oh, Makazu's coming out. We need to start by stripping our captives. Here comes Makazu. Huh? Just near the face. Clunk. Boom, just coming. And just Levi just coming in now. Jerk. Thud. Boosh. Huh? Whoosh. Grab. Rattle. Oh. They got out of the ropes. Now they're gonna time them. Darn it. Hurry. Connie. There's 3 of them. Is that really everyone? Yeah, that's everyone. There's no one else nearby. Oh, pull out a gun. Crap. Oh. Somebody shot an arrow at it? Hey. What if you hit Mikasa with that? Oh. It's Mikasa's fault for taking her eyes off the prey. Well, he got the. Well. Looks like we pulled off. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them? Are you the boss of this company? No. You got it wrong. I'm just someone they used to transport cargo. I'm nothing but an old man. So please, sir, be gentle with me. I don't know anything. Oh? Oh? That day. You were blocking a gate. This is him. I remember his staff calling him boss in the past. Hear that? Boss? Being in your nest makes you feel antsy. Let's get some air. Fine. We'll keep your underlings on the floor here for a little longer. Nope. Hey, fix his gag. Yes, sir. Slurp. I heard. Huh? You're really a boy. It's all your fault. Pant. I used to be normal, but now look at me. Pant. What? You have to do something about this. Harmon, I got this. What are you doing? Hurry up. What? What is it, like boys? I don't understand. Why did you take me all the way here? Do you know where this is, boss? This is my town. Or this is my town. Trust Outer Gate, or former Outer Gate. Humanity's southern front. The border between worlds. A frightening place, but lucrative. It was a good town. I'll tell you what we call it. The place where humanity first defeated the Titans. And the place that proves humanity's powerlessness. We use the strength of a Titan to close a hole made by a Titan. We tried a lot of things, but in the end, humans just couldn't match up. Of course, it's not as if a Titan's strength alone closed it. Many soldiers gave up their lives too. It took all of that plus a chain of countless miracles to keep your town just barely standing here. Is he smoking? Yeah, he's smoking. And the source of those miracles is Eren. That's who you try to snatch from us. So you took him here to So you took me here to lecture me. Please, soldier, give me a break. Being up here isn't easy on my old body. You're right. Never mind. I hate having to see an old man get chewed out. Tell me, what was the point? Was the deal you made with the interior MPS? Deal? There was never any deal. We followed orders we were given. The point was to follow those orders, so that we didn't lose everything. But the night raid failed. And so did the kidnapping. Everything the Reeves company has is going to be seized by the royal government on whatever charge they come up with. My employees and their families are going to be thrown onto the streets. On top of that, a few of my subordinates and I will probably die in some sort of accident to keep our mouths shut. But I do have some good news for you, soldier. Those guys in the interior are idiots. You people go out and fight. You people go out and fight. You people go out to fight and kill the Titans. How are a handful of cheap thugs like us supposed to take care of you? What a bunch of morons. I mean, that girl over there brought us down single-handed. It's ridiculous. What do you say, soldier? Good tip, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're apparently up against fools. I understand that much. But why are you letting those fools kill you off, boss? Huh? They're dumb, but they're the rulers of our world. The fools that kill and eat you people don't even wear clothes, right? I see, that's true. But we can kill the Titans too. It's the same thing. If you're going to die anyway, you might as well try. No. Why not? If I fail, that just means more of my men will die. Don't worry. That'll happen either way. What was that? Trost district, your town, is on the verge of failure. It was once occupied by Titans and is half annihilated. But there are still people here. That's because there are engineers. That's because there are engineers here who fill and fortify the gate, and soldiers ready for a Titan attack. But the Reeves Company plays a major role too by bringing people work. At this rate, though, the Reeves Company will disappear. That will be the final blow to this town. It'll stop functioning entirely. If that happens, your employees won't be the only ones out on the street. It'll be everyone living here except the soldiers. How many of them will make it through the winter? Maybe you're right. Being killed by the interior MPS would still be more merciful. Would still be a more merciful way to go. Well, isn't it? It's inevitable now. Inevitable now. Why am I saying that wrong? Because you won't give us Aaron and Krista. Countless people will die. Well, it's inevitable now. Because you won't give us Aaron and Krista. Countless people will die. So, to keep the people here from dying out, will you hand over your two treasures? That's exactly right. I'll give you Aaron and Krista. What? Huh? Captain Levi. But you'll have to accept 3 conditions. 1. From now on, the Reeves Company will join the Survey Corps in opposing the Interior Military Police Brigade, as well as the Royal Government and its decrees. Ooh, what? Are you telling me to start a war? 2. The Reeves Company will trust the Survey Corps wholeheartedly. Trust you? We merchants only use that word as a joke, you know. Merchants. I'm not speaking to a merchant. I'm speaking to you, Dymo Reeves. I'm asking you about how you live your life. What kind of man you are. Will you let your men and the people of this town die and accept defeat? Or will you face the rule of our world and fight? Even I don't know what the right answer is. You're free to choose. Ha, amateur. What kind of idiot accepts a contract without hearing all the conditions first? Oops, my apologies. 3. From now on, the Survey Corps will receive priority access to any rare and luxury food, drink, or product the Reeves Company obtains. Tea, for example. Fantastic. That's a fantastic condition, Captain. Hey, Sasha. Seems you're even greedier than a merchant. I like that. You're a smart man. We have a deal. Ooh. Oh, they're in the wagon now. Hey, Reeves. And Aaron, are Aaron and Krista really up here? Huh? Yes. Aaron has used up. Yeah. Yes. Aaron has used up his time powers, and I've trapped him in a cave. You MPS have to hurry. Oh, they're falling. Ah! Mr. Sans! Ah! Oh. I can't believe this! My men! My horses! Hey, do something! Our mission is... Darn it. This is all because they rushed my horses. How many times did I tell them we couldn't get through here today? Those stupid guys. For now, I'll send out a search party. Huh? It worked. But only for now. This will only buy us time. This preposterous battle, preposterous? Yeah, is only just beginning. Here's what we learned from this incident. If it means getting Aaron and Krista under their control, the monarchy will do anything within its power. With next to no consideration for the security of the people and the walls. We cannot permit the monarchy to keep up this abuse. Aaron's looking at his key. We cannot allow this absurd situation to continue. Ah, you're awake, Sans. Oh, he's about to pull out teeth. As we count down the days to humanity's extinction. These measures are now the only way for humanity to survive when there's a king. We'll use our strength to overthrow the royal government, and we will seize control over what's left of humanity inside these walls. And that's... Wow. Okay, that's the end of Volume 13.